What's up, guys? The Gamer Untamed. This is my first video for a couple of days. The only video I did was about Skyrim, and that wasn't too long ago, but it was a bit of a while ago. So I just want to say what's happening. Today at school, actually, we had our whole muck-up day. It wasn't for us. It was for the Year 12s that obviously are leaving now. It's the end of their year. They only come back to do their exams. So they had their muck-up day, and I got to school pretty early, and the doors were shut. Everything was shut, but it was open. It was shut, but it wasn't locked. So then all the Year 12s started rocking up, and they started spraying the lockers with fish sauce, and silly string, and they put shaving cream on us, squirted us with milk, and then some guns were filled with water. I got water in my hair. I thought it was milk, and I panicked. I'm like, oh my, no! But no, it was water, so I was okay. All my friends got covered in shaving cream, or it was whipped cream, I'm not sure. They were trying to put honey on people. Oh, it was really disgusting, and the lockers smelt horrible for the whole day. They still they still smelled disgusting when I left. But that's pretty much it. It's a disgusting day, really. We're all paranoid about if we're going to get freaking killed. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a review for Sleeping Dogs, since if you saw one of my videos it was either earlier this week, or last week, I said that I bought Sleeping Dogs on Steam, and I finally finished it, and it was a really good game, so I wanted to review it for you guys. So this is obviously I'm not gonna put any spoilers in here, no major storyline spoilers, so you'll be able to watch this without being spoiled of the game. So let's start off with the Sleeping Dogs blurb, the information about the game, which doesn't give much away. So, how far would you go if you were an undercover cop infiltrating one of the most ruthless triad organizations of Hong Kong? Skill. Determination. And sexy charisma is all that you need. That was really sad. Anyway, so you play as Wei Shen, an undercover cop for the city of Hong Kong. I'm recently returning from the US. Wei is set the task to infiltrate a dangerous triad organization known as the Sun On Yi, to take them down from the inside. But along the way, Wei is really traumatized and brought back into the memories of his family, and he finds a new family, and he just starts wondering, can he complete his task? Is this really worth it? Play the goddamn game, people! So good, you need to play the game, because I'm not giving anything away. Like I did for my past reviews, I'm going to be doing bad first and the good afterwards, because we never want to leave on a sour note, do we? No. Let's start off with the bad points of Sleeping Dogs. Number 1 is the plastic and artificial looking characters and visuals. I was kind of disappointed by how the characters, some of the main characters honestly, and most of the side characters looked. They looked really plastic and artificial, and their graphics weren't just, they felt incomplete. A lot of the visuals that you see up close weren't as clear as I'd liked, especially in your apartments that you are able to get as the game goes on. Especially the towels and the computers and all these small things. But when you notice them, it's like you're just looking at paper. The towers look like plain white slabs just stuck there. And even the shop windows don't look real. In LA Noire, which I can really compare this to because it's such an open world game like this, driving, blah, 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 the windows, you could see that there would have been stuff in there, and this, it just looked like cartoony almost when you looked inside the windows. It reminded me of when I used to watch My Scene Goes Hollywood when I was a little person, because I still have it for some random reason. But it reminded me of that because they were some of the worst graphics visuals of objects that I've ever seen, ever in a game. It was really disappointing. I mean, this is 2012, people. There are some games that have the best graphics ever. Mind you, most of them on PS3. But come on, seriously, just give us the good graphics. Number 2 is some of the car's certain driving controls, how you would steer the car. I do understand it's trying to give you a realistic feel. Most cars you can't drift as well. But when I'm in a tight situation where I really need to get somewhere super fast or escape the cops, I need to be able to drift easily. And in this game, for some of the cars, I felt that it was super hard. The bikes were the best to be able to get away from people from. Cars were most more difficult because you'd be crashing into places all over the place. I can't express how many times I swear I killed a person. I swear it was ridiculous. Or I destroyed a part of the town, the city. It was ridiculous because I couldn't get the drifting right. I just couldn't. It was hard to grasp, it was hard to turn, and it was hard to not bump into something when you're escaping the police or escaping your enemies. So it was really tricky for that. There aren't, just minding you, there aren't many bad because I really couldn't find many. Number 3, this is going to be my last one because I really couldn't find much bad points about this game, was that I couldn't turn off the radio. I didn't like the radio. I was bored listening to whatever songs were playing. I haven't heard of any of these songs before. I really honestly only liked one song that was playing. I didn't enjoy a lot of the songs that were being played just because I've never heard them before, and I'm like, I ended up sticking my earphones in. I was just driving and I was just listening to music. I put my earphones in, I put my own music on that I wanted to listen to because I couldn't turn off the radio. In a lot of things, you're expected to turn off the radio. It's annoying. Okay, so let's get on with the really good points of Sleeping Dogs. And there are quite a few because, let's face it, this is a good quality game. So, number 1 is the badass savage combat. I mean, who doesn't want to do any of these things?
You don't know what you're messing with, shit, huh? Come on!
As you can see, Sleeping Dogs gameplay really emphasizes on environmental attacks because in most scenes in these types of games, you're clobbering your opponent to death. Well, now you can just drag them to, say, a fish tank or a heater or even a swordfish. Just put them through the swordfish. Bleed out of the chest. Everywhere. It does. The blood splurts. It's ridiculous if you put them through the swordfish nose. So you can drag them to different parts of a house or appliances within a house or appliances outside. So various facilities that are able to, really, you can even put them in a dumpster. So I don't know how that kills them. Of course, though, this game, Sleeping Dogs, does keep a lot of its martial arts goodness at heart. So you are able to, of course, combine great combos of roundhouse kicking and freaking bashing the hell out of your opponent. They're just gonna go because they're like in pain because you're just kicking them in the face. You can even, there are so many gun types. There are actually quite a lot of gun types, even though guns in Hong Kong at this time are very rare. You can't find them in the street, definitely not if you're just driving around. And then, of course, you can just go with all classic machete. You know, that music of Scream. Can't get it, but, you know, just hold up a machete and go, hello, coming to get it. I don't know. They could be doing that. I am so weird. Okay, number 2 is the voice acting talent. I was super surprised with how well the voice acting was for this game. I mean, you had so many unknown people to me. Maybe to other people they were well known, but you had especially like actors and actresses that are really actors and actresses. Like you had Lucy Liu, Emma Stone, Tom Wilkinson, really well known names, and then you had more of the unknown people. Like I know this Lindsay Price, who's Australian, who's married to Curtis Stone. Anyone who knows who's Australian would know this person, would know Curtis Stone and say, okay, that's the wife. Well, she was in it. I was surprised about that too. That was really interesting. And I did not expect that at all. I loved Wei and Jackie's voice. They were voiced brilliantly. It was amazing. And FYI, if Wei was a real person and I was much older, then woo, he's hot. Like seriously. I'm saying a game character's hot. If he were real, been really hot. My. Number 3 is the alluring open world atmosphere. The early stages of the game really introduce you to the exotic atmosphere of Hong Kong. It's beautiful, it's open and vibrant, and the city is just gorgeous. The lights are glistening all the time. People go about their day while you're doing whatever you're doing. I mean, merchants are trying to earn a living, cooks are frying away at their food, and even in clothing stores, people are being measured, even though it's repeated, but it's just interesting. People are going about their day, just going back and back to where they're going, and they're chatting in hotel rooms. It makes the world really feel alive when everyone's doing their own thing, and they're really honestly never on the street. They're never in the same place at the same time.